So we are back in the car for many reasons. The main reason being that it's 3:07 and I have not eaten. So I took this as an opportunity to pick up food and just talk to you guys about what's really been going on. Obviously I look very rough. I feel very rough. I took a shower last night and so my hair just doesn't like when I do that and it's all over the place. So before I get into this video and how I'm just all types of messed up, let me show you what I have to eat here. So I went to a different place. In my what I eat in a day video, I got some sushi, but that sushi cost me 23 and something cents, or I don't know how much I said in the video. I think it was around that, for 2 California hand rolls. And this other place that I went to is good, but I'm not a big fan of their raw fish just because it doesn't taste as fresh to me. But I didn't get that much raw fish, so should be fine. I did order 1 California hand roll, no rice, and I got something called a protein roll, which you can kind of see is just literally wrapped in soy paper, crab, spicy tuna, cucumber, and avocado. So perfectly good, perfectly healthy for me to eat on my meal plan. This always makes me so sad is when they give you extra 4? I thought it was 3 extra like chopsticks and like utensils and stuff, because it makes me sad. It's like, did I order too much for myself? Is this supposed to be for more people? I don't know if you can hear the wind outside. I hope you can't. It's super windy right now and it's ruining everything. Let me show you guys the roll. I forgot to ask for no wasabi or ginger. I hate wasabi and ginger. Let's see, let's get a good piece to show. Oh, that's very soft. I can't do that. It has like, since it has no rice, it has like no like structure. That's the roll. The only raw fish is the spicy tuna, but I think it should be fine. This roll does come with albacore, but I'm not a big fan of albacore, so I just don't get that. I'm more of a tuna and salmon type of person. So on to the video. Since my last video has been a week, I had plans to make other videos since that video, but it didn't work out because I've been struggling a lot with my anxiety. And this is something that I've talked about a lot with you guys, is that I have pretty severe anxiety. About 70 to 80% of the time, I can kind of pinpoint what's triggering me and what is driving my anxiety to make me feel like the way I'm feeling. But then there's times that I have all this built up anxiety, like I don't know how to explain it. Like I can't take a deep breath. I have all this anxiety. I literally could cry if someone looked at me the wrong way. Just this horrible feeling, and I can't pinpoint it. I don't know what it is. I'm literally just feeling so anxious for no reason, and I think that's the worst for me, and it just puts me in a horrible headspace. So after I posted my last video, I just had kind of been feeling that way, and I hated it. I go from having all this motivation of creating all these videos and then nothing, and then I have zero motivation and I can't do it. I physically cannot bring myself to make a video, and it freaking sucks because it's like I literally have a list on my notes of a bunch of video ideas that I have. I'll just like, whenever I think of something, I go to my notes, write it out so that I don't forget it, and then I can make the video that I want to make. I can't even do that because I feel physically stopped, and it sounds so weird because it's like your mind's like, I feel like people are like, just get over it, like whatever, but I don't have any motivation. I don't have any drive for it, and it goes from having all this motivation to nothing. It's like a switch that flips, and I don't know why, but I told myself that I needed to work on that and figure out why I do those things, why it's kind of like a switch. Why does my motivation go from I want to make all these videos to not wanting to do anything. And I know it stems from everything, like my anxiety, my depression, everything. It comes from all of that. I just don't really know how to navigate it, and I think that's where professional help comes in. I've gone to therapy before, and I've been to therapy freaking charging me $100 an hour to go, and like literally the therapist that I would go to told me, your problems don't seem like that bad, so you don't really need to be coming to me. And I'm like, I'm paying you though. Like, these problems are big to me. Like, maybe you have clients that, you know, have more severe problems than I do, but I need help with my mental health, and you're telling me that it's, you know, not that bad when I feel like it is. When I get crippled with anxiety and I physically can't do anything all day, like, you're telling me that it's nothing? I don't know. So I just kind of had like a bad experience with that. So I don't really know like where to go from there. I don't know how to find someone that can help me and is going to, I don't know. That's just where I'm at. I have some water here. A lot of people have been kind of commenting. First of all, most of the comments that I've been getting have been generally very positive, and I'm super grateful for all that. I'm so grateful for all the support and positivity that I've been left. There has been some people that have told me, like, they make comments like, oh, well, you gained weight because your diet is not sustainable and this and that. And I have talked about this, but I do kind of want to talk about it again, in the sense that I know that there's certain diets that are more sustainable than others. When it comes to the way that I diet, like you see, I don't have rice in any of my meals. I eat lower carb. So when it comes to my kinds of diets, I can't obviously go from losing all this weight, eating lower carb, to eating higher carb. Your body will kind of be like, what the heck is going on, and freak out. That's why I have something that's like a metabolic adjustment, where you slowly start to increase your carbs and your fats and all your other macros, so that you don't gain the weight back and you are able to keep and stay at a certain weight. This is how I've been able to keep the majority of my weight off for the past 6 or 7 years. I started my weight loss journey in 2015, so that's already been 6 coming up on 7 years that I've lost weight. And if you look at my old pictures, I still don't look like that. So no, I understand that, you know, intuitive eating is a lot different than low carb. And intuitive eating, you're eating more carbs than normal, and so you don't really have to do a metabolic adjustment and, you know, slowly increase what you eat. I understand that. But at the end of the day, I've tried intuitive eating. I've tried intermittent fasting. I've tried counting calories. I've tried doing literally every single diet you can think of, juicing, everything. I've done it all. The only diet that's ever worked for me is the one that I'm on, and the one that's my meal plan. That's the only thing that has ever worked for me. So why can't I do it? I've always said, if it's healthy, if you're not risking your health, if it's something that's approved by doctors, why can't you do it? You know, just figure out your own path. If that's not the way you want to go, then don't go that way. But don't hate on someone who is doing it because it can help save their lives. I mean, you see these people on My 600 Pound Life eating 1,200 calories, low carb, low fat. That's pretty much what I do. But for me, I mean, it varies. I feel like I think they have like a set, like, structured diet plan. Mine is more based on your own height and body weight. But yeah, everyone can do things in their own way. It's just what worked for me and what I continue to doing. So if you don't agree with the way that I diet and the way that I do things, that's okay. But like, you don't have to watch, because you may, or leave a comment, because you may discourage someone that the diet that I do can help save their lives. So that's why I kind of get frustrated with people leaving comments like that, because if someone needs the motivation to lose weight and I'm helping in any sort of way, and they see a comment like that and that discourages them, that sucks, because that one comment can stop them from changing their lives. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that, just because it's it's been something that's on my mind, and I don't know. I just don't really like seeing comments like that. I understand where they come from, but you also have to understand everything else. And as far as like weight gain and stuff, it makes it so hard for people to talk about their weight gain and talk about certain things if someone's just gonna come in the background and be like, well, your diet's not sustainable, that's why you gained weight. There's so many other factors that go into weight gain, like your mental health is huge. If you've ever seen My 600 Pound Life, they go to therapy, they get help, because it's all within your head. It's a food addiction. It's something that's driven by something in your past, something that has happened to you. Oh my god, my camera. Something that has happened to you has directly impacted you and your relationship with food. It can be your coping mechanism. It can be what you run to when you're feeling a certain way. So by getting the help that you need, you're helping your food addiction, finding other ways to cope with things besides food. It's the same thing as an addiction with, you know, other substances. And I think a lot of people don't really understand that, but I really hope that people, oh my god, one second. I really hope that people could be more understanding and more mindful of that, because I feel like you see someone overweight and you're just like, that's like, they're overweight, they need to lose weight. But it's a lot harder than that. And if people don't realize that, and if you have such an ignorant mindset as to, well, just don't eat that, just don't eat those foods, you know, just eat healthy, that's all you have to do. If you have that ignorant mindset, you hurt other people. It's such a sensitive topic for so many people, and when you go around saying all these negative things, when you don't know what people are actually going through in their personal lives to cause them to have this food addiction and to have these problems with food and to be overweight, when you don't understand that there's more to it, you're a source of that problem. But yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm just kidding. I didn't realize I had so much to talk about. I broke my chopsticks. I guess biting them with my teeth was not a good idea. I just get so frustrated with people when they just like have this super ignorant mindset. Like that show, I've been watching the show, I'm sure you guys know about it. It's, what is it? 1,000 Pound Sisters on TLC. I absolutely love that show, and I wanted to make a whole video about it because it's the perfect example that people don't realize. I noticed that up until the last episode, everyone switched up on Tammy. Everyone was totally hating on her. Everyone was saying all this shit until the last episode. I've seen people in her comments totally switch up. And it's like, you don't know what's going on in someone's lives. And once you get a little sneak peek of it and you start to feel more sympathy for a person, is when you can understand. But you have to understand that people only show you what you want to see, and a lot of people don't want to show you their struggles or their pains or anything, and they're very defensive about it. So it's just something to be mindful about. I really hope you guys don't watch this video and just think like, wow, this was just like a waste of a video to watch. These are important things to me that I really needed to talk about and get off my chest. I'm super open about my mental health and my struggles with it. I've always been that way. I feel like if I don't talk about these things, then I come off as someone as fake, because I don't want to act like I don't have struggles, I don't have pains, I don't have my mental health issues. I don't want to come off like that. I know that there's so many people out there that struggle with the same thing that I do, with mental health issues and so many other things, your weight and everything. So if I can help someone feel better about all that and feel like there's someone else out there that's going through the same thing, why wouldn't I? I feel like if I don't talk about it, I'm being selfish, and I don't want that. All I want to do is help people. That's literally why I have my channel, why I have everything. I just want to help people. I've been in that place where I've been so overweight and I hate myself. I hate the way I look, everything about myself, and that's the worst feeling ever. if I would have had seen a channel like mine talk about the things that I talk about, I would have found so much more comfort in everything about my life. So I really hope that you guys don't see this video and just think, well, why would she talk about this? Why would she make this video? It was just pointless. I know you guys want to see like my weight and all that, and I will talk about that. That'll probably be my next video, just like updating you guys on my weight loss and everything. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna continue to do like body updates and stuff, because I know those are the things that people want to see. But I did just want to just come on here and talk to you guys from the heart and just like where I'm at. Even if it just helps one person hearing about what I'm going through and relating to me and feeling like they're not alone, that's all that matters to me. I am so glad I didn't cry in this video. Every single time I talk about like my mental health and things that I'm going through, I just cry. I'm such a crier now, and I never used to be. I feel like, oh no, I can't do it anymore. I cry for everything. I've been a lot more open on speaking about my emotions, and I think because it's so hard for me to speak about my emotions, that's why I cry. It could be anything so little. If I talk about how I feel, I'll just start crying. I don't know, it's just so difficult for me to talk about my emotions. If you know me in person, you know that I am just so closed off. I don't like to be touched. I don't like giving hugs. I'm just very like closed off with myself, because things like that make me uncomfortable, including like talking about my feelings and all that. I just don't like it. But when I do, I cry. So yeah, that's that. This roll is so much easier to eat because it doesn't have seaweed, so it doesn't like you can actually bite through it. But I love seaweed. I wish it had seaweed. I wonder if I can substitute that, but I don't know. It's still really good. Wait, did I even talk about the fact that I ordered this whole roll and a California hand roll, and it was the same price as when I just ordered 2 California hand rolls from that other sushi spot in my last video, not my last video, my what I eat in a day video. I can't remember if I talked about that. I don't know, but I think that's crazy. These prices out here are getting intense. I put gas in my car yesterday, and I was like, that much for gas? Jeez. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was useful. I hope you guys can, you know, see that you're not alone if you're going through anything similar that I'm going through. And I hope it helped in any way. Please let me know what type of videos you guys want to see so I can make those for you. Leave it in the comments. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.